intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Play action here on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Handoff running right. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. As the first down is still going. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Potential 4-point play early in this playoff game. It's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And 3rd and short, try to pick it up on the ground. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a 3rd time. He's still short of the...
It's a fake. The up man has it. The fake works. They get the yards they needed in that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. That's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. On the run, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Dogs. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
He's running out of time here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The Ducks will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pop over the middle, it's Frazier.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect, and costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
first down. It's play action. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. This is off the hill. The quarterback picks it out quickly. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
To the air. It's Dampier. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Ducks will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the play.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pass complete on a crossing route.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw again. All over the middle. Brought down with the completion, lose the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Bulldogs come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT gives him a 10-point lead, 17-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he got heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. A deep shot to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
It's 3rd down after that run. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like the player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Bulldogs are in the red zone. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Trying to find some room. It's Robinson. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Finally steps out of bounds, but an enormous return to flip the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now the defense decides to spend the timeout to regroup a bit. second down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Defense is coming after him. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking deep downfield to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And there's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Scanning the field, it's Dampier bringing pressure. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Grab near the sticks. It's low. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, and nearly an interception by the big fella. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Incomplete.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete.
Got to be impressed by the accuracy of this throw and the effort by the receiver to make the catch. He just couldn't get his foot down for the touchdown.
2nd and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Dampier. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
A deep shot to the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge game.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a missed opportunity here. A chance for a big play. He's wide open. I think he starts to maybe think too much about making a play and trying to score a touchdown. Just drops the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his 2nd interception of the game.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So the misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Back to pass. It's Stockton. The receiver makes the catch. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
The shotgun running play call. Got the first down and still motoring. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
There's the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To throw, it's Stockton. Quick throw over the middle. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He makes the grab in the end zone. The conversion works. The game is now tied. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Keeping it on the ground here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Ball comes loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Wants to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Stockton. Throws it to the right. Oh, he makes the catch. And we're able to move the 6. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he misses. missed it. The kick is no good. Here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Then they come up with something here. He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. We'll let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This will be fair caught at the 30. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. It's hard running there through a tackle. He's brought down out at the 46.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. The pocket breaking down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. We make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Good job there finding the back on that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the 1st down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They look to throw it here on second down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll run it here. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Dogs line up with a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark it right at the 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. It's a good battle down near the goal line. 3rd down and goal for the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they jump back in front. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch